Hello again everyone, it's me Johnny. I want to thank you for checking out my channel, and today I want to talk to you about living in the realm of the I am. This was something that I learned along my road to recovery of letting my body heal, spirit, soul, and body. It was something that I didn't learn overnight. I had to, and I continually have to practice this every day. See, because on my road to recovery, changing my diet was easy. Doing all the juicing, taking the supplements, high dose, that was the easy part. Exercise, that was the easy part. The hardest part for me along my road to recovery, and I'm still recovering, still dealing with me, was dealing with the stuff that's going on up here. The hardest part, the emotional side of dealing with it. And like I say in other videos, for me, the way I look at cancer is a slow suicide, because chances are you're doing it to yourself. After years and years and years and years and years, your body created it, your body can get rid of it. I'm not against chemotherapy or radiation, but for me those are, that's alternative medicine, okay? Because the best medicine you can give yourself is to love yourself. That's the best medicine you can give yourself. To give all the trillions of cells that make you up is to learn how to love you and to deal with you, And one of the things I had to do is focus on the thoughts that I was thinking. What was the song I was singing to myself over and over again subconsciously? Was it bitterness I was dealing with? Was it anger I was dealing with? All these things I was dealing with. I was angry for a long time. A long time. Like I say, cancer is a slow suicide. That's how, because I was doing it to myself. I didn't need help from anybody. I was doing a good job for myself. And one of the questions I had to ask myself in order to heal is, how did I get here? How did I end up at possibly a stage 4 cancer? My story is I didn't want to go for no more testing. I knew enough to read my own scans to let me know, like, boy, you're screwed up. And for me, I didn't panic the second time around the basis like I did the first time with thyroid cancer. So I knew that I was sick, and I had to make drastic changes in how I viewed my life, and ask myself those serious questions that sometimes we sweep along the rug, under the rug, or we try to avoid. Being in a relationship, is the relationship, helping me, or is it hurting me? Am I just settling in the relationship? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. I hear people talk about loving yourself, and do you really understand what that means? Because if you truly love yourself, you're not going to be in a dead relationship. If you truly love yourself, you're not going to really be eating 3 times a day at a fast food restaurant. If you truly love yourself. If you truly love yourself, you start disciplining yourself. You start getting motivated. You start finding purpose. The good book says, there's a scripture in there that says, well done, good and faithful servant, whatever it says. Most people don't understand that that's talking about fulfilling your purpose. That's what it's talking about. What's your assignment in this dimension of time that you live in? What are you really called to do? Most people don't fulfill it. Most people go every day. I'm recording this on a Sunday. Come Monday, you look at the highways. More than half the people are rushing to go to work to a place that they hate, and to deal with people they really don't want to deal with. And they don't sleep at night. These are all the things that I've had to come to terms with, and letting my body heal spirit, soul, and body. And one of the things that I really truly had to learn was how to live in the realm of the I am. All right, and I'm going to break it down the way I view it. There's other ways, but the way I see it, this is the way I can understand it. Because I didn't understand when people talked about faith. I never did. I never understand the faith. I didn't get any of that, like over my head. Because faith, I guess, was the what, but you weren't teaching me the why or the how. Like, how does it work? And I could never get it. Never understood it. Also the Matrix. I never understood the Matrix, but I had to go back and watch the movie a couple times before I got it. But that being said, there's 2 different realms that you can choose to live in. Okay, you can choose to live in the you are realm, and the you are realm is, you spend more time worried about what other people think about you. You're an idiot, you're stupid, you're fat, you're skinny, you're ugly, your skin color is ugly, your eyes are ugly, your hairdo is ugly, your clothes are ugly, you're poor, you name it, you stink. You live in the realm of the you are, and that's where your focus is. And a lot of times, those comments come from people that so-called care about us or love us. So they say, you know, or people who just hate to be hating. And what I've learned about people like that is that they're in much more pain than you are. They're in much more pain than you are. And what I had to learn through my journey is to stay focused. And when you're constantly living in the you are realm, it starts messing with your emotions. It starts messing with how you view things. It starts messing your perception on things. If you believe in that over and over and over again. Abuse doesn't just have to be physical. It could be emotional abuse, all right? Verbal abuse, which hurts just as bad. It hurts just as bad because even that, you know, it affects the way you eat, it affects the way you sleep, all right? Especially if you really care about the person, if it's coming from a person. Because if it's coming from a group, go find yourself some new friends. I said it before, 7 billion people on the planet, and you're letting a couple people, you know, pull you down. You don't need it. You know, go and find the beauty that's within you. Okay, that inner champion, and just let it release. Just release that inner champion. It's in there dying to get out. You know, I had to learn, dealing with myself on my journey, is these subconscious thoughts I was dealing with. Because I was angry for a long time. I was bitter for a very long time. And mine started out in childhood. You know, and I kept that in. It was suppressed. I kept it in, never really dealt with it. And, you know, when it came to relationships, different types of relationships, you know, I was more like a loner, hanging out by myself. And to this day, I'm learning to force myself to get outside. Like, I don't spend time at home. A lot of times I'm on the beach, just hanging out. I force myself to do that because I want to change the way I live my life. I don't want to make the same mistakes that got me to a cancer diagnosis. In order to reverse that, I believe it's just not juicing. If you're looking for the quick pill, it's just not juicing. It's spirit, soul, and body that you really want to, you know, you really want to win at. And you want to cover in all your bases. Living in the you are realm is the perception of how you see the world through other people's eyes, how they see you. And you accept it when you truly don't have to accept it. Versus the I am realm. My I am, the way I look at the I am realm, is mine is based on the good book. You know, and I say these things because affirmations are so powerful, because if you're made up of about 80% water, 70% water, your cells and everything about you vibrates. And we're all musicians. We all have a string instrument that we play. It's called our vocal cords. So when you start saying that I am healthy, I am whole, I am healed, I am loved, I am light, right? Because if he is light, all right, and you're created in the image and his likeness, then you're light too. Why do people have problems with that? Even the good book says you are light. And if you're all your cells, if he is love, right, then you're love. And everything about you is wired to love. We're taught to hate, we're taught to fear. But when you're living in the I am realm, and it's not going to happen overnight, and you start saying these positive affirmations about who you really are, right? I am loved, I am whole, I am healed, I am healthy. If you want to get into the wealthy tangent, that's what you want to get into, it's cool. Because every word that you speak, every thought that you have, you can choose to suppress your immune system or speak love and speak life to it. And you're building neural pathways by the thoughts that you have. And if you're living in the you are realm, it's always negative. All right, because you're worried about what other people say about you. But when you live in the I am realm and you're making a declaration of who you are to yourself, when you say I am whole, I am healed, your string instrument, all your vocal cords, because you're 80, 70% made up of water, start to vibrate to the words that you say. That's powerful. I didn't get that. I didn't understand any of this at first. It took me a cancer diagnosis for me to reverse my stinking thinking and my perception on things, on how I view myself. How I view what I say, what I think, the thoughts that I have, taking every thought captive. And the more and more you practice this, along with meditation, okay, by yourself, spending time by yourself, learning to love you, all right? Because I truly believe if you don't love yourself, how can you expect to love someone else? Because then you start settling. Because when you truly love yourself, you don't put up with anybody's BS. It's not arrogance, it's not being cocky, but it's just, you don't need it. You don't need it. When your world is here and you're focused just on here, on the world around you, then you get depressed. And this is where meditation comes in. This is where positive affirmations is. Living in the realm of the I am. Is that you're beautiful. I am beautiful. I am healthy. I am whole. Whatever you want to say with that I am, you're making a declaration to yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. It only matters what you say about yourself. Now I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for your support. Thanks for everything. And remember, you're alive, but are you really living the life that you really want to live? Live alive, spirit, soul, and body. God bless. Till next time. Take care.